Dave Lapham in for the Breakout. Always nice to have you in the middle of the week.
Thank you, sir.
They get a win. It wasn't particularly pretty throughout, and it certainly wasn't pretty from the quarterback position. And yet the quarterback didn't turn it over. Your assessment of Andy Dalton?
Well, I agree with you. I mean, he played smart football and that he didn't give the ball away, but he was so amped up, so geeked up at the beginning of the football game. He went into that game like a linebacker mentality-wise, and he was scatter-armed because of it. And as he settled down, the game went on, he started being more and more accurate with his throws. He approached that game like Brett Favre did in the early years of Brett Favre with Green Bay. He went in there too amped up, too much adrenaline.
Aaron Rodgers has been a guy that's always had a lot of it on his shoulders. He has become that elite. Can Andy become Aaron Rodgers, and will that be the key to this game?
I'm not sure that Andy has the arm talent that Aaron Rodgers has and the physical skills. Aaron Rodgers is an unbelievable athlete. The guy's got speed, he's got everything. But when he came out, think about it, draft day, he was in the green room waiting. And he slid from, he thought he should have been the first pick of the draft. He went way down into the 20s, slid. Embarrassing for him. Then he sat behind Brett Favre forever, and Brett Favre's an icon. He did the hardest thing, I think, ever in sports. He replaced an icon by being an icon. He's become an icon himself. And so I think Andy just has to believe in himself, continue to work like Aaron Rodgers did. Don't let anybody say you can't do this. See what happens.
We've talked about them taking themselves off the schedule. They were able to get it done despite 9 penalties, and it is now, what, 17 penalties in a couple of games?
17 penalties, 168 yards.
Does the team change?
Well, they're going to have to. They're going to have to be smarter. The one thing that they did do, they learned from the Chicago game, they lost their poise at the end of the game. At the end of the Pittsburgh game, Pittsburgh Steelers lost their poise. They were the ones that were penalized and assessed with the 15-yard penalty. But the Bengals were still taking things a little bit too far in that football game down the stretch. You still have to play smarter than they're playing in terms of penalties.
We've only got 10 seconds. Your key to this game, and who's the winner?
Aaron Rodgers is the key. I mean, Aaron Rodgers in the last 20 road games, 67%, 2 out of every 3, 51 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in 20 road games. He's the key. Will they be able to control him and contain him somehow by taking away his wideouts? Don't let that running game get established. He has a running game. Uh-oh.
Going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Appreciate it all the time. Dave will be back in with us Sunday to break down the game on the Bengals Backstage.